Let's go back to the phone lines. Talk to Ellen in Indiana, listening on Sirius XM 131. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Hank. Thanks for taking my call.
Pleasure.
I'm reading the book of Genesis, and right now I'm at the point where Jacob takes two wives and sleeps with the two maidservants. Why did God allow it? And did this change where it wasn't allowed to have multiple partners, wives, and sleep around until the Ten Commandments came into effect?
No, I mean, look, there's a difference between what is descriptive in Scripture and what is prescriptive in Scripture. What is descriptive is that you find that there's no airbrushing going on, and therefore people are shown with all their warts and moles and wrinkles with all their sin, and you also see the consequences of those sins. What is prescriptive is that you must not multiply wives. It's given in one of the most memorable places in all of Scripture, Deuteronomy 17:17, so it's an easy place to remember. Also, if you go to 1 Kings chapter 11, it's a great example of Solomon having 700 wives and 300 concubines, and you see the trouble that brought into his own personal life as well as the life of Israel, to the point that as a result of his sin, you end up having the kingdom split in two after he passes on. What you look at in terms of prescription in the Bible is that while you find polygamy practiced in the Old Testament, it is not commended. In the New Testament, Jesus makes it clear that a man leaves his father and his mother, and he's united to his wife, not wives, and the two, not three or more, become one flesh. In fact, Jesus says that anyone who divorces his wife except for marital unfaithfulness and marries another woman commits adultery. But there are many other examples that could be given, the point simply being that the Bible speaks out against polygamy, although it doesn't airbrush the sins of humanity. And why would God allow it? Well, why does God allow sin? At any rate, if God were to deal with sin, that would mean that he'd have to wipe out everything that's going on in terms of humanity right now, because we're all sinners in thought, word, and deed. God has instead chosen a time that he separates the wheat from the tares, and that is a time that is yet future.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
You got it.